In today's video, I want to talk about a mistake that I used to make when I was a beginner, and hopefully you can become aware of it and avoid it. And this mistake also costed a lot of time and money as well. So the mistake we are talking about is inspired by this article written by Tom Basso. He is a very renowned money manager, investor and trader who has decades of experience. And the mistake that he talks about is understanding the why. Like when I was a beginner, I used to spend a lot of time in trying to figure out why certain tech stock is going up. I used to hunt for the research reports on those companies and try to find out what are they saying. I was more focused on finding and understanding the why certain things was moving up. So he talks about this mistake. I see the younger generation hampered by the need to understand and rationalize why something should go up or down. Usually, by the time that becomes self evident, the move is already over. Now, why do we make this mistake? Is because now there is so much information available, there is so much research reports, so many YouTube videos, so many Substacks, and so many Twitter threads that are going into explaining why certain things are happening. So there is a tendency of beginners especially for us to search, spend our effort, time and resources in trying to figure out and search for this information and try to find this explanation. And why do we do that is because we are acting from when I did some introspection, I found out that I was primarily acting because I was looking some way to rationalize my buying and selling decisions, and I was trying to avoid loss as well. And this is primarily because we do not have a proper systematic approach or a proper process to make our buying and selling decisions, and that's the reason why we search for this information and spend too much effort in trying to rationalize before we pull the trigger on either buying or selling. So it is primarily coming from a lack of system or a lack of process, where we want to rationalize our decisions before we make our decisions with our money. And when money is involved, our brain works in a very funny way, and this is one of them. We tend to go way deeper into analysis paralysis, trying to finding out these kind of information. So he talks about how when he started his business, or when he got into financial markets, there was very little information and they had to rely only from the chart. He asks a very important question: why work when Mr. Market can do it for you? As you all know, we are I'm a momentum investor. The momentum itself shows you what is the cream of the market, which are the ones that are moving. So market already does a lot of work for us. We have to just listen to market and try to pick out these cream of the stocks that are floating up with a lot of momentum. So yeah, he also goes into detail about that is one of the things that I want. This really struck a chord with me. Market already does a lot of work. We just have to listen and then act on it to make things easier for us. So he also talks about this illusion of finding the explanation for everything, and our primary task so is simply to find the explanation. I can totally relate to this. Like a few years back, I used to spend too much time in searching for what Goldman Sachs or what the different research houses were publishing on particular stocks. Though I had used these tech stocks in my day-to-day work, I was still looking for what the analysts said, what the big banks said. So my primary task and my time and effort were all wasted in finding out this explanation. So he goes into much more detail. He talks about we just need to look at the chart to find out whether there is a trend or whether it is not, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. And he talks about the problem of having too much information. That is because there is so much information, so many Substacks, so many YouTube videos, so many Twitter threads, explanations, that we tend to focus our energy on finding these explanations. And he asks some very important questions like, does it make your more time efficient in your trading? Searching for this information, does it make clear which way you should lean when you're looking at trading a market? Does it help you size your positions, and does it help you set your stop loss points? The answer to all these questions is a resounding no. Since I have moved into systematic approach, and since I have become a momentum, I try to remove all the noise from my side, from the markets, from the outside world, and tend to rely only on my systematic rules. So there is no need to go and find out why certain things are moving, like especially being a momentum investor, when certain stocks are coming up, like even before the rate cuts, all the financial related stocks were coming up. Like even before the AI trend became popular, all the semiconductor Nvidia started moving. Before the story emerged, the stocks already had started moving. Two examples, like to understand, like it goes into the saying like here, you don't have to know why the crypto markets are going up right now, or to say the market is moving in a up direction. Same way with Aussie dollar is moving, making new lows, and you don't need, like, is it in a downtrend? Yes, it is in a downtrend. So that's what he says. Like, you just need to look at the charts, try to understand what the price action is telling us and what the overall picture is trying to tell us. To know why any of these markets are doing and what they are doing, no, I do not, and sort of don't even care why they are doing what they are doing. My job as a trader is to measure what the market is doing in the now and react flawlessly to the price movements. The why just slows down and can wrap your judgment. Yes, this is exactly like when we tend to find out, or focus our energy and effort on finding out why certain things are happening, we delay our judgment, or we delay our decision making approach, because we are constantly on the hunt or search for these explanations. So he gives a very important piece of advice: quit trying to figure out why. We should instead focus only on our execute flawlessly, and you will find that you will have a lot less stress trying to figure it out. This in turn will allow you to allow the chance to enjoy the ride in trading. So this is very similar to what I had posted like 3 weeks back. So like on Palantir or Nvidia, I've said the same things about top momentum stocks. Like when you look at Twitter threads or some things, there will be always like two sides, or people saying the valuations don't make sense, or Nvidia can't go any higher. So when we go down this path of trying to find out explanations, we'll always be chasing our own tail. So but as momentum traders and investors, our job is to just ride the momentum. So if the momentum is going in our direction, we continue to stay with the stock. If the momentum turns around and when there is no longer absolute momentum, we exit the stock. So that's exactly what I've said here. Like, don't waste your time and energy in figuring out why there is momentum. That's the job for highly paid research analysts. Like, our main goal is to compound our capital, to increase our potential, like purchasing power in the future. That is the only reason why we are in the market and we are investing in stocks and other assets. So our job is not to find out why certain things are moving or why certain thing is going down. That is, like, if the most important takeaway from this video is that we should focus our energy and time and effort in having a proper systematic approach to having a decision making framework, and we should not be spending our valuable time, money and effort in finding out these explanations. There are so many Substacks, there are so many YouTube videos about all these why certain things are moving. So our job is to just find out, to have our own system and to execute our system flawlessly. And that is what I wanted to convey through this video. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to this channel if you found value in this video. Thank you.